What's up, everyone? CountBlagorath here today with an album review, this time of the 2013 Darkness Shade Records release of Cosmic Dust Particles of Earth Reforming by Orbis. If you're not familiar with Orbis, I have reviewed previous work on the channel, and that would be this man's debut album called The Unquestionable Chapters of a Forgotten World. And I also own his split tape with a band called Vrag, who is a Hungarian black metal band. Orbis does not play black metal. Orbis actually plays ambient drone music, very dark and sinister, extremely natural drone music. And that's one of my favorite things about this band, is how natural their music sounds. I'm just going to set these here. I just absolutely adore how true and natural and truly complex the music sounds, because he's not just layering sample and resampling and doing all this really cheap stuff you can do with Fruity Loops or Cubase, Pro Tools, any software like that. What this man is doing is he's sitting down with a bunch of actual instruments and creating some very dark and sinister sounds that are 100% genuine, and the soundscapes are so thick and massive, yet so thin and spaced out at the exact same time, that it's absolutely mind-blowing to listen to, and really a true journey into an extremely dark, cold place. Today here in New York, it's around 60 degrees. It's relatively warm for New York around this time of year. But when you listen to this, it chills you to the bone. It doesn't matter how warm it is. The atmosphere of this is just so utterly dark and deep and scary and obscure and just overall bleak, that it really not only just kind of absorbs you, but it carries you away to a different place. And that's one of my favorite aspects of this album, is the deep atmospheric elements within each song. Some songs are extremely quiet, some of them have a little bit of louder parts here and there. One of my favorite tracks from this, personally, is the song Awakening of Planet Earth. Just almost like a Geiger counter, really crackling in the background. This very ominous, dark soundscapes are just spewing forth and just getting louder and louder, yet still remaining in the distance. Everything just feels so desolate, and that's the beautiful thing about this album, is it is so damn desolate and dark and ominous and overbearing. It's an album that will truly frighten you to listen to. It is one of the scariest sounding records I have ever heard. I would put this in the same league as Monotheist in terms of how truly frightening the music is. It's absolutely mind-boggling. I absolutely love how barren everything is. I want you guys to imagine everything on this planet has been wiped away. Everything. And you're alone. There's no sun. It's just dark and cold. You hear wind and particles go by. You hear this very ominous rumbling in the distance. Your biggest fears are taking control of your mind, and that is what this album is like. You have to be in the right mood for this, and if you're not going to feel it. It is ambient drone. This is not really a metal record. This is not a doom album or a black metal album. There's nothing of the sort going on here. This is stripped down pure ambience in its absolute rawest form, and Orbis have succeeded once again. My first encounter with Orbis was this split tape with Vrag, which, by the way, Vrag's side is incredible as well. Orbis just blew me away with how damn good the music was and how ominous it was. And then when I got this one, The Unquestionable Chapters of a Forgotten World, I was really excited to hear what he was going to bring forth next with this really dark sound. And here we are in 2013 with another album, and this is incredible stuff. I want you all to go check out the sample. Link will be in the description to the Orbis blogspot page, and there will also be a link to where you can purchase this album through his record label, Darkness Shade Records. They've put out some great stuff. I've got the Orbis tapes, another Vrag cassette, Witch Clan Misanthropist. Great label, definitely deserves your support. For a score on this album, I'm feeling a very strong 9 out of 10. If you're a fan of drone or ambient, or you want something dark and sinister and very spacious, this is for you. There's no BS about this release. It's just straight up raw, pure ambience in its absolute finest form. So, a very strong 9 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, keep it metal.